I'm guessing you don't carry a wallet to family reunions.
Nah.
The long-standing tension between 50 Cent and his son has just hit a breaking point, and this revelation changes everything. In a shocking twist, his son has finally broken his silence, delivering a statement that's got everyone talking. What was said? How will 50 Cent react? This drama is far from over, and the truth will leave you speechless. Stay tuned, this is unmissable. The struggles behind the fame. While 50 Cent's professional achievements are well documented, his personal life has been marked by significant struggles. Chief among these was the near-fatal shooting he endured in 2000. Shot 9 times at close range, the rapper survived against all odds. The attack left him with physical scars and a heightened sense of mortality. He has spoken about how the experience changed him, making him more determined to succeed and more cautious about whom he trusted. Financial troubles also played a role in his journey. Despite his immense wealth, 50 Cent filed for bankruptcy in 2015, citing debt stemming from legal battles and business setbacks. The bankruptcy became a media spectacle, with some accusing the rapper of exaggerating his financial woes to avoid paying legal judgments. He defended the move as a strategic decision, emphasizing that it allowed him to restructure his finances and protect his assets. Family feuds further complicated his personal narrative. Beyond his issues with Shanika and Marquise, 50 Cent had public disagreements with other family members, including estranged relatives who criticized him in the press. These conflicts painted a picture of a man who, despite his success, struggled to maintain harmony in his personal relationships. Despite these challenges, 50 Cent has worked to create a private life reflecting his values and ambitions. Known for his philanthropic efforts, he has often given back to his community through charitable donations and initiatives. From funding scholarships to providing meals for underprivileged children, he has used his platform to make a positive impact. In recent years, he has embraced a quieter, more introspective lifestyle. While he remains active on social media, sharing glimpses of his life and career, he has spoken about the importance of privacy and maintaining boundaries. This shift has allowed him to focus on his children, business ventures, and personal growth. As a father, 50 Cent's journey has been particularly fraught. While he has found joy and purpose in raising his youngest son, Sire, his strained relationship with Marquise remains a source of pain and public scrutiny. The rise of 50 Cent. 50 Cent, born Curtis James Jackson III, emerged as one of the most influential hip-hop artists of the 21st century. His rise to fame is a testament to resilience and sheer determination, overcoming a troubled past to achieve unparalleled success in music, business, and entertainment. Born and raised in the South Jamaica neighborhood of Queens, New York, 50 Cent faced a harsh upbringing after losing his mother at a young age. Turning to street life as a means of survival, his raw talent and storytelling ability eventually set him apart. This talent caught the attention of rap legends like Eminem and Dr. Dre. When 50 Cent burst onto the music scene in 2003, he changed the face of hip-hop forever. His debut album, Get Rich or Die Trying, was a cultural phenomenon. Released under the tutelage of Eminem and Dr. Dre, the album debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 chart, selling almost 1 million copies in its first week alone. It went on to become one of the best-selling rap albums of all time. The album's breakout single, In the Club, became an instant anthem, dominating radio airwaves and clubs around the globe. Its infectious beat and unforgettable opening line, "Go Shorty, It's Your Birthday," ensured its longevity as a hip-hop classic. Another hit, 21 Questions, showcased a more vulnerable side of 50 Cent, balancing the album's hard-hitting narratives with emotional depth. Critics lauded the authenticity of the project, with 50 Cent's raw, street-hardened lyrics drawing listeners into his life story, one marked by hardship, resilience, and triumph. From the beginning, 50 Cent demonstrated an uncanny ability to turn his fame into broader opportunities. In 2005, he took his life story to the big screen, starring in the semi-autobiographical film Get Rich or Die Tryin'. The film explored his journey from street hustler to global superstar, offering audiences a deeper look into the man behind the music. Despite being a newcomer to acting, 50 Cent earned praise for his performance, showcasing his versatility as an entertainer. Building on the success of his film career, 50 Cent expanded into Television with Power, a crime drama that he both produced and starred in. Premiering in 2014, the series was an instant hit, praised for its gripping storylines and strong performances. As an executive producer, 50 Cent played a key role in shaping the show's direction, cementing his reputation as a force in the entertainment industry. Power became one of the most watched shows, spawning multiple spin-offs and establishing 50 Cent as a powerhouse behind the camera. While his creative endeavors flourished, it was 50 Cent's entrepreneurial spirit that truly set him apart from his peers. One of his most lucrative ventures came with his partnership with Vitamin Water. Recognizing the potential of enhanced water early on, 50 Cent invested in Glacéau, the company behind the brand. When Coca-Cola acquired Glacéau in 2007 for a staggering $4 billion, 50 Cent reportedly walked away with close to $100 million after taxes. This move catapulted him into the elite ranks of artist entrepreneurs. Following this success, 50 Cent explored other business ventures. He launched SMS Audio, a high-end headphone line competing with brands like Beats by Dre. He also entered the spirits industry with Effin' Vodka, becoming both a spokesperson and impartial owner, which helped elevate the brand's profile. Additionally, he ventured into fashion with his G-Unit clothing line and dabbled in boxing promotion, proving his interests were as varied as they were ambitious. Despite his immense success, 50 Cent's journey was not without setbacks. He faced significant financial challenges, including a widely publicized bankruptcy filing in 2015. While some saw this as a sign of failure, 50 Cent used the opportunity to restructure his finances and emerge stronger. He continued to live a luxurious lifestyle and remained a dominant force in the entertainment and business worlds. His resilience in the face of adversity became a hallmark of his career. Before becoming 50 Cent, his life was shaped by hardship and struggle. Born on July 6, 1975, in the South Jamaica neighborhood of Queens, New York, he grew up in a single-parent household. His mother, Sabrina, was a dealer who provided for her son until her tragic death when he was just 8 years old. Her passing left 50 Cent in the care of his grandparents, who raised him alongside their own children. As a teenager, 50 Cent followed in his mother's footsteps, selling illegal substances to make ends meet. Despite this dangerous lifestyle, he nurtured a passion for music, secretly penning rhymes and dreaming of a way out. Fatherhood and family dynamics. In 1996, 50 Cent welcomed his first son, Marquise Jackson, with then-girlfriend Shaniqua Tompkins. Becoming a father gave him a new sense of purpose, inspiring him to work harder and achieve financial security for his family. However, his relationship with Shaniqua was fraught with challenges, leading to a bitter breakup that played out in courtrooms and tabloids. Despite their separation, 50 Cent often shares stories about his bond with Marquise. Later in 2012, 50 Cent became a father again, welcoming his second son, Sire Jackson, with model Daphne Joy. Sire's arrival marked a new chapter in his personal life, and he frequently showcased his youngest son on social media. From adorable photo shoots to heartwarming posts about fatherhood, 50 Cent appeared to take pride in his new opportunity to be a dad. However, his estranged relationship with Marquise cast a shadow over his image as a father, creating a complex and often contradictory portrayal. Romance was another complicated area in 50 Cent's life. Throughout his career, he has been linked to several high-profile women, including singer Ciara, comedian Chelsea Handler, and actress Vivica A. Fox. His relationship with Vivica, in particular, attracted significant media attention. The couple appeared at numerous red carpet events together, publicly expressing admiration for one another. However, like many aspects of his personal life, 50 Cent's relationships often ended in controversy. His breakup with Vivica led to a very public feud, with both parties airing grievances in interviews and on social media. Similarly, his relationship with Chelsea Handler, though short-lived, made headlines due to the stark contrast between their personalities and public personas. Despite the turbulence, 50 Cent has never shied away from discussing his love life. His honesty has earned him both admiration and criticism, as fans and critics alike weigh in on his personal choices. Marquise Jackson. Marquise Jackson, born October 13, 1996, has been in the public eye since his birth, both because of his father's fame and the dramatic ups and downs of their relationship. Nicknamed 25 Cent by fans and critics, Marquise has spent much of his life navigating the complexities of being 50 Cent's son. As a young boy, Marquise was the center of his father's world. Raised primarily by his mother, Shaniqua Tompkins, he also shared a close bond with his father in the early stages of their relationship. 50 Cent often described Marquise as his greatest motivation, frequently stating that his son gave him a reason to strive for success and escape the harsh realities of street life. Their relationship was once filled with love and optimism. 50 Cent frequently spoke about how Marquise changed his priorities. The rapper's pride in his son was evident as Marquise appeared in music videos embodying the dream of a close-knit family. However, the bond between father and son began to fracture as Marquise grew older. Caught in the crossfire of his parents' unstable relationship, the idyllic image of their family unraveled. Legal battles over child support, public accusations, and bitter disputes shaped the narrative surrounding their family. Shaniqua accused 50 Cent of neglecting his responsibilities, while the rapper countered with claims that she exploited his success for financial gain. The tension reached a peak in 2008 when a Long Island home owned by 50 Cent where Shaniqua and Marquise lived, was destroyed in a fire. Shaniqua alleged foul play and hinted at 50 Cent's involvement, which he vehemently denied. This traumatic event deepened the rift within the family and further strained the relationship between father and son. Fame for Marquise Jackson came with opportunities but also intense scrutiny. As the son of 50 Cent, his life was often dissected by the media, especially as tensions between him and his father became more apparent. Their relationship, once warm and inspiring, devolved into public feuds that played out on social media. Both father and son made statements that shocked fans and fueled speculation about the depth of their estrangement. The scrutiny was especially challenging for Marquise, who was navigating adolescence and trying to forge his identity in the shadow of his father's fame. The constant public attention exacerbated the strain between them, making reconciliation seem increasingly unlikely. Despite the challenges brought by his family dynamics, Marquise focused on his education and personal interests. As a young man, he discovered a passion for basketball, which became a cornerstone of his identity. Known for his athleticism, he excelled on the court during his high school years, earning recognition as a standout player. Marquise's passion for basketball carried him into college, where he played for the North Park University men's basketball team. During his time at North Park, he participated in 23 games and led the team with 29 steals, showcasing his defensive capabilities. His commitment to basketball reflected his determination to succeed on his own merits, independent of his father's influence. Although his basketball career did not lead to professional opportunities, it left a lasting impact. The discipline and teamwork he cultivated through sports became tools he would use in other areas of his life. Following in his father's footsteps, Marquise ventured into the entertainment industry, exploring acting and music. In 2017, he appeared in the indie film Dope Fiend, where he demonstrated his willingness to step outside his comfort zone. While the film did not garner widespread attention, it showcased Marquise's talent as an actor and his desire to establish a creative identity separate from his father's larger-than-life persona. Marquise also dabbled in music, releasing tracks inspired by his personal experiences. His songs delved into themes of resilience, betrayal, and the complexities of growing up in the shadow of a global celebrity. Though his music has yet to achieve mainstream success, it reveals his passion for self-expression and his ability to turn adversity into art. A strained relationship with his father. Marquise's life has been profoundly shaped by his strained relationship with his father. Once close, their bond began to unravel during his teenage years. The tensions between 50 Cent and Marquise's mother, Shaniqua Tompkins, created a divisive atmosphere that worsened over time. As their legal battles intensified, misunderstandings and hurt feelings accumulated, eventually leading to the breakdown of their father-son relationship. Social media further amplified their grievances, with public incidents reflecting the depth of their estrangement. In one highly publicized moment, Marquise was photographed with the son of Kenneth Supreme McGriff, one of 50 Cent's longtime rivals. This act was seen as a significant affront, deepening the rift between them and marking a turning point in their conflict. Despite the tensions, Marquise has consistently conveyed his yearning for a repaired relationship and a deeper understanding of their differences, hoping for reconciliation and closure. Breaking the silence. After years of silence, Marquise has opened up about the emotional toll of his estrangement from his father, 50 Cent. Now 28, he has shared the pain and struggle of trying to maintain a relationship with his father despite what he describes as repeated rejection. According to Marquise, 50 Cent has shown little interest in reconciliation, leaving him to confront feelings of abandonment and unanswered questions. Marquise has confided in close friends about his repeated efforts to connect with his father through calls, messages, and outreach via mutual acquaintances, only to be met with silence. These attempts, driven by a desire for understanding and resolution, have left Marquise feeling unheard. He has expressed that his longing has never been about material wealth or fame, but about building a genuine father-son connection. The strained relationship between the rapper and his eldest son has long been the subject of public scrutiny. Fans and media outlets have analyzed the situation from every angle, offering differing perspectives. Critics of 50 Cent point to his apparent indifference and harsh public statements, while others suggest that Marquise's actions might have contributed to the ongoing rift, citing perceived entitlement or unresolved tensions. Despite these polarized views, there is a shared hope among fans that the father and son might one day find common ground. Many believe that the love they once shared has the potential to overcome past grievances and misunderstandings if both are willing to take the necessary steps. While Marquise has been vocal about his struggles, 50 Cent has largely refrained from addressing the matter publicly. Insiders close to the rapper have hinted that the situation weighs heavily on him, though his stoic public persona rarely reveals vulnerability. Known for his outspoken nature on other issues, his silence on this deeply personal topic has been particularly notable. According to one family insider, he's not one to show his emotions publicly, but this is clearly something that affects him deeply. Observers have frequently highlighted the role of long-standing tensions between 50 Cent and Shaniqua Tompkins, Marquise's mother, as a critical factor in the fractured relationship. Family friends have described how unresolved conflicts between the two parents often created a toxic environment, spilling over onto Marquise and further straining his connection with his father. The public disputes between 50 Cent and Shaniqua have only added fuel to the fire, making reconciliation between father and son even more challenging. Marquise's childhood was shaped by admiration for his father, whom he idolized. However, as 50 Cent's career took off, their relationship reportedly began to deteriorate. Friends of the family recall a time when Marquise's greatest desire was to share a strong bond with his father, but as the years passed, distance replaced the connection they once had. Despite the challenges, Marquise remains determined to forge his own path and identity, independent of his father's influence. He has pursued various opportunities in entertainment, athletics, and business, determined to step out of 50 Cent's shadow. Marquise has also expressed a desire to use his experiences to inspire others, particularly those who face similar struggles with estrangement or single-parent households. Through his advocacy, he aims to highlight the importance of resilience and perseverance in the face of adversity. Marquise's openness about his experiences has reignited discussions about the complexities of family relationships, especially in the public eye. His story serves as a reminder that fame and wealth do not shield individuals from feelings of rejection and pain. Insiders close to the family emphasize that Marquise's intention is not to criticize his father, but to seek understanding and resolution. They describe his statements as heartfelt and genuine, reflecting a deep desire to reconnect. Supporters of both Marquise and 50 Cent have called for reconciliation, urging the rapper to respond to his son's emotional outreach. Many believe that while the wounds run deep, it is not too late for healing. Those close to the family hope that this public conversation will serve as a catalyst for meaningful dialogue between father and son. One family friend expressed optimism, saying, "Both of them are hurting whether they admit it or not. This doesn't have to be the end of their story, but someone needs to take that first step." The path to reconciliation remains uncertain. However, Marquise's willingness to share his story and confront his pain has sparked a renewed hope that healing is possible. Whether or not 50 Cent chooses to engage, the opportunity for a renewed relationship still exists, waiting for the barriers between them to be broken. And that's a wrap. What do you think about 50 Cent's son's shocking revelations? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell for updates.